Many thanks for joining us on the newsroom. I am Fidelia Aguncha. The federal government says resident doctors have no reason to embark on an indefinite strike action as more than half of their demands have already been addressed. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, in a statement on Monday, said the government had already addressed 6 out of 8 demands listed by the association, hence no reason for their action. The doctors under the edges of the National Association of Resident Doctors (NARD) downed tools in the early hours of Monday, protesting failure of the government to meet some of their demands made in June this year, following a week-long strike action. The planned protest by the organized labor slated for Tuesday in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, has been called off following an 8-point agreement reached with the state government on Monday night. The meeting held at the Executive Council chambers of the Government House and was attended by the national and state representatives of the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress. The state government agreed to meet some of the demands of the workers, while other issues would be addressed by the tripartite committee subsequently formed. The Kogi State Commissioner for Water Resources, Abdulmumini Danga, is to appear before the Federal High Court in Abuja on 7-count charge of rape following his alleged assault of one Elizabeth Onyeniyi earlier this year. Onyeniyi had accused Danga of brutalizing her after he allegedly raped her multiple times on March 29. The 23-year-old said she was targeted after posting a comment about the commissioner's stepsister, who has been her friend for years, on Facebook. Danga has, however, been charged on 7 counts, including rape, brutality, coercion, and torture at the Federal High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. All students except those in tertiary institutions have been given an automatic promotion to the next class by the Ogun State government. This is as the state on Monday announced September 21st for the reopening of schools for the first term of 2020-2021 session. However, early child care development and education classes comprising pupils of 3 to 5 years will not be resuming in public schools until the next phase of schools reopening. The outbreak of COVID-19 has increased food insecurity in Lagos, Kano, Rivers, and the Federal Capital Territory. This was disclosed by the National Bureau of Statistics in its latest report on the impact of COVID-19 in the 4 states. According to the NBS, food insecurity appears to be prevalent across all 4 states, but especially in Rivers and the FCT, where 79% of households and 72% of households, respectively, reported having to skip meals since the start of the pandemic. ECOWAS has given Mali's new military government September 15 as ultimatum to appoint a civilian to head a transition government. The commission slapped sanctions on Mali after the August 18 coup, including closing borders and banning trade, and has called for elections within 12 months. The military government has proposed 3 years military-led transition back to civilian rule, but ECOWAS Commission Chief Jean-Claude Cassibru has insisted it to be led by a civilian president and prime minister for a 12-month period. Los Angeles Clippers star Patrick Beverley has been fined $25,000 for verbally abusing a game official during his team's defeat to the Denver Nuggets. According to the NBA Vice President Kiki Vandeweghe, Beverley was fined for his conduct during Saturday's 110-101 loss to the Nuggets. Beverley's verbal volley saw him assessed with 2 technical fouls and ejected late in the 4th quarter. That's the latest from the newsroom at this time. Many thanks for watching.